Probably full mulligan. None of these guys draw cards, and I don't really need the Morgs early against Rogue. Probably Chaos Strike on 2 to free up the Spectral Sight's Outcast. Okay, so it's ambush. Even if it's dirty tricks, I really don't care. Their game plan doesn't matter. My game plan matters. I want to draw my deck, blow up my opponent. Actually, I might do that. Yeah, I'll play this one. I don't think I'm drawing 4 cards off of this anyways. I could Hero Power instead if I played Spectral Sight, but I really don't care too much. Wow. Such a good player. Oh, he doesn't even have the Edwin. He's going for it. 1, 2, 3. It's an 8/8. We can clear an 8/8, but it's yucky. Okay, good. I will use a Blade Dance here just to get this stuff off the board. That could have been real bad. Twin Slice, Second Slice, Blade Dance. Don't have to use Morgs here. I could instead go Morg, Fellscream Blast, but it's not a full clear. I think this is fine. This gets a couple of cards out of our hand. Frees up some hand space, clears the board, hit him in the head. Cool. We already do have Il'gynoth double Morg, and the Merchant, and Fellscream Blast. So once we get to 10 mana, we probably just win. We just need to be able to deal with that. Or get to whatever 10 mana. Okay. Having just used the Blade Dance is kind of sad. I might Fellscream Blast to get this off the board, because I don't really have anything else I can be doing. Let's check the box here. About oozing. I think I do this no matter what. I don't mind that, actually. It's kind of yucky, but it clears the board. And we've seen that our opponents had trouble developing stuff, so I think clearing the board is better. We basically want to hold on to all the cards in our hand now because we're just waiting for 10 mana to kill them. We have 24 here, I believe. Well, we need one more. We need a spell, but otherwise, yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's not how that works. This one could be either Dirty Tricks or Plagiarize. I'm thinking it's Dirty Tricks, so I don't need to do the Philosophy, which means that I won't. I don't have hand space for Skull if I draw it, but again, my opponent doesn't have plays, so stopping them from drawing cards to give them plays seems like a good idea. Oh, did he top deck Edwin this turn? No, he didn't. Excellent. We're slowly, you know, experiencing some pressure, but not a crazy amount. I do probably want to use spells this turn and use my mana. So how do I want to deal with this? I don't have to commit a Morg. I could go Philosophy Morg, Immolation Aura, or I could just Immolation Aura, Hero Power that. But I kind of want a Chaos Strike, so let's start off with this. Okay. In that case, we coin Skull. I'm not afraid of dying here, so I just want to be able to use all my mana. Discounted Eye Beam is really good. I'm going to Immolation Aura here. I don't need to draw this turn, and I actually don't think I care about hitting this too much. I'm going to hit him in the head, because we're very close to combo now. 4, 6, 8, 9, and then this will be free. And that does 4 times 4. It does 16. It's not quite there, but close. because that also clears the board. So I'm going to give up some of my combo here because I know I'm very close to the end of my deck. Heal up, so I'm safe. Spectral Sight to draw 2. We hit the Skull, which won't be outcasted, but that's fine. We can Immolation Aura. Spend our mana, use the other Philosophy, and push another one. So we're very safe now. Our opponent has no stuff. We have Consume Magic if another one comes out. We just need to find Fellscream Blast and I-Beam, and we have the combo. Also, they need to kill this, otherwise they're... I mean, they're not dead, because I don't have the lifesteal stuff, but if they don't hero power this, it's dangerous. Not hero power. Rush works as well. Spell damage. Is that lethal? 4, 6, 8. Plus the I-Beam. 3 times 8, it's 24. I did have lethal there. Excellent, cool game. The Consume Magic in the deck should help a bit against Paladin. I'm going to keep Outcast the Spectral Sight. Do I want Blade Dance very early? These are cards that I do want. It's not awful. I have this already. I-Beam, Twin Slice. I think Twin Slice is fine. I'm going to toss this. I don't think I need the I-Beam just yet. I think having a Blade Dance in hand is okay. Ideally, you're looking for Lore Keeper Polkelt, I suppose, in this matchup, because it's a little bit slower. You can get smoked a little bit, but it's not super quick, so you have a bit of time. But I'm keeping the outcasted card draw, a couple of stuff that can help me deal with the early to mid game, and then we're just hoping to draw Skull or Polkelt. So we're not actually, ooh, Polkelt. We're not actually going to, so we need to do something this turn, next turn. If I play the Spectral Sight, I actually will overdraw, so I want to figure out plays that stop me from overdrawing. So instead of drawing, I need to spend cards because I have the Polkelt now and coin. So our game plan is entirely changed now because of the context of our hand. I might actually even play a Morg out next turn for tempo. And I'm going to use a second slice here. Obviously, it's a big waste of a second slice, but I need to make sure I have enough hand space for Polkelt into Coin Skull. With Polkelt into Coin Skull, we're guaranteed Nilganoth discounts, so we're going to be able to do our good stuff. Also, if it's people aren't generally running full Pure Paladin, and what that means is that they won't have True Silver here on 4, which should be yucky. So my Morg actually gets the trade. I do need to be, aware that I need to now draw until I get Philosophy in my deck, because I will need to copy Morgs to be able to do the combo. But that's fine. I think I'll have enough time against this deck. Let's coin this out. Excellent. I will make this trade. I will save the 0 mana I-Beam for a combo later. We don't need to go face. They have plenty of healing on the deck, so getting them low enough to a half combo killing them is an option, but not necessary in this game, because we have a game plan where we're just going to kill them, quite frankly, right? From 30. So we don't actually need to do chip damage. I'd rather focus on clearing the board. Acrobatics draws I-Beam and Warblades. So we can use this. Draws I-Beam and Warblades. I can use an I-Beam here. Will I? But I'll use I-Beam. And a slice here. I'm not going to Skull next turn. I could have played everything from the left side and then just guaranteed the Skull. But I don't need to be super wasteful with resources. I have some time. I'm basically saying once I get to the end of my deck, I win. So I could try speedrunning it, but if the order of my deck is a little weird and I get overwhelmed, it could be problematic if I use my good removal. See? And now a Blade Dance is fine. It's not the nuts, but it's more acceptable. I'm not going to use the top deck one. And now we can use the second skull outcasted. We can also acrobatics instead, but I think I'll save that for later because we could acrobatics and guarantee 4 draws right now. Depending on what we get, we might not want to use the cards that we draw. So how many discounts do they have on Librams? 5 mana discount on Librams, which means Libram of Hope is 4 mana. Zeph will be active once we get Philosophy too, so if we need a turn for setup, we can Nether or something. Okay. We could instead just do a Blade Dance here, but it's not quite a full clear, and I don't think I'm going to die to this, so I can take it a bit slower. We have Spectral Sight on the far right, which draws us 2 cards. That's acceptable. I can tempo out the Ooze. Immolation Aura seems pretty good here. What this does is it takes off some of the damage on board and dumps a card from my hand. And I don't think I care about Ooze in this matchup, so I will play it to get it out of my hand. I could save it because it's 0 mana, so I can play it at any time, but I'd rather play it now just for some tempo. There's a chance I go Weapon Blade Dance next turn instead of drawing more cards. If I draw the second Immolation Aura instead of Chaos Strike, we'll have to buy some time. He's going to want to push damage face. Does he protect the Penflinger? He does not. We do the second Immolation Aura. Do I give up the Blood Mage? Do I need the Blood Mage damage? I don't need it, no. I think I'll still do it though. I don't need it. I'm just gonna use it to cycle faster. Get acrobatics instead. I think I like the Chaos Strikes better. I don't need both Chaos Strikes here, but it spends my mana. It's fine. There's one Philosophy. So unfortunately, because Il'gynoth is on the far left, this I-Beam will cost 1 because it will become outcasted after I play the Il'gynoth. So I need the I-Beam and the Fellscream Blast. And probably the Auk Merchant, depending on if a taunt pops up. But I have enough cards and enough time, so I'm feeling comfortable. I use a lot of cards, not necessarily inefficiently, but a bit more liberally than I needed to, just because I'm at a point where I know I probably can't die in the next few turns, and I'm going to draw my whole deck and then kill them. We have a Blade Dance left over for this. Aug Merchant, is this lethal? So what we're going to do is go Acrobatics. Philosophy. Again. And then Zeph Death. I don't actually want to use Consume Magic here because then I'll start fatiguing. I can Nova instead. Nova instead is better. The reason Nova is better is because it leaves minions up on his side of the board. So I can Fellscream Blast his minions, and then I-Beam my minion at the end. And I wanted both Philosophies here because this Il'gynoth is discounted. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that combo is how much damage? We have +1 spell damage. So Fellscream Blast becomes 2, 4, 6 times 8, 48, plus 4 times 8, 32. So we have 80 damage from hand. He kills off his own board to play around this. Does this matter? No, it doesn't matter. Because with the amount of minions that we have, we can use the I-Beam first. So what we can do is we can go Il'gynoth, Moarg, Moarg, Moarg. We can Aug Merchant, Il'gynoth. We can then I-Beam this guy because he's not important to the combo. That kills him. On top of that, we can then Failscream Blast the rest of our minions for an extra 48 damage if we're against something like a Control Warrior who has more health. Cool.